Algebra half, if you'll remember, ratios are a comparison between two numbers written like a fraction form. We've done word problems with ratios like the first one that tell us that there is a ratio and this is it, and then we extrapolate it to bigger numbers. Today we're going to try word problems that simply don't say the word ratio. Instead, they imply that there is one. So we're going to solve very similarly. We just have to be ready for it to be less direct with us. Let's review the first example to remember how we did this. The ratio of X-Wings to TIE fighters was 22:3. How do I write that ratio in fraction form? First, we want to remember that it went in this order: X-Wings, TIE fighters. And how many X-Wings? 22. TIE fighters, 3. If there were 3,000 TIE fighters, is that the bottom or the top? Bottom. Do I know the top yet? Nope, that's that X I don't know yet. So 22 over 3 matches with the proportion X over 3,000, the ratio X over 3,000. How do I solve? Through cross multiplication. 3X is 22 times 3,000. And if I end up dividing this by 3, it's going to knock this guy out, so it's a 1,000 times 22, giving me 22,000. Okay, so let's try this with one where it doesn't actually say here's the ratio. What if it just says it takes 2.5 eggs to make 140 cookies, and Jenny wants to make a crazy amount of cookies. She wants to make 1,680 cookies. So how many eggs will it take? We're solving for eggs using what we know about how many they take to make cookies. What was the original ratio? Even though it didn't say the ratio is, it said it takes 2.5 eggs to make 140 cookies. See how we need to put that in the same order, and how that really is a ratio even if they didn't use the word. How many to how many? Then we match it up. Do we know the cookie number or the egg number? We know it's going to be this many cookies. So now we just solve for eggs just how we've solved these in the past. 140E equals 1,680 times 2.5. All right, so 5 halves of 1,680 can be divided by that 140. Which will cancel out on this side. E is going to end up being 30. Need 30 labeled eggs. All right. Example 75.2 is very similar. Multiply your 1870 by 3 and then divide it by 170. I do encourage you, though, show this work so you for sure have everything in the right order. Cross multiply correctly and divide the right numbers. Practice A uses a very similar word problem. So show me practice A, please.